Hello everyone, Manofa Collectibles here with yet another Hot Toys unboxing and review video. And today we're taking a look at the one and only Iron Man Mark 85 from Avengers Endgame. As always, we're gonna go over the packaging, the accessories, and of course the figure. But before we start, if you wanna get this figure or any other day one releases, make sure you check out Pop Collectibles, link in the description below. Also, if you are new to the channel and you want to check out the latest Hot Toys releases, posting videos, and now figure previews, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification icon so you don't miss anything. Alright, there was a lot of controversy about this figure, especially for the head sculpt. So let's take a look at the box. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, and here we have the box, as you can see, with a very nice picture of Iron Man in the front. I really like this red pattern here. Mark 85 at the bottom. This is the side of the box with a picture or shape of the reactor. This is the back with all the cast and crew information and of course the warning, small pieces, do not need it. This is the other side of the box. You can see the continuation of the effect in the front. This is the bottom, Avengers Endgame, and the top, Iron Man Mark 85. That's basically it for the box. Let's open this up and see what else we have inside. So you can see we have a insert foam. Very classic now with all Iron Man releases. Mark 85, very nice dark blue, dark gray. So let me open this up and take a look at the figure and the accessories. Now let me remove the plastic because we need to see that head sculpt. A lot of people complaining about it, and honestly, it doesn't look that bad in person. You'll see. So let me remove the plastic here, and we have another layer underneath where we're gonna have the instructions, we're gonna have the base, and of course that reactor. So this is the instructions. Make sure you read it so you know where to put the batteries. But guess what? I'm gonna show you that later. This is the backpack or the reactor. This is the base, and of course all the batteries and all the stuff that you need to make this figure look even better. Now this is how you'll see the figure in the packaging. So we have Iron Man, we have Tony Stark head sculpt, the nano gauntlet, you can see it there. We have Iron Man in the front, a few hands here and there, and that's basically it. So now what I'm gonna do next is take everything out and take a closer look at the accessories. Alright guys, and here we have all the accessories, and started with the head sculpt. Yes, I'm gonna start with the head sculpt this time so you guys can see. This is the controversy, Tony Stark. I'm gonna be very honest with you. Yes, it does look a bit off. Yes, it's not 100%, but you know what? In person actually doesn't look that bad. You can see the profile there with some gray hair on the side. You can see the beard and the mustache. I think looks very cool. Very nice sculpted hair. This is the bottom. You can see the neck, kind of like aging. Tony Stark was older in the Endgame version. Now this is a Mark 50's head sculpt, and I think you can see definitely a big difference. Again, the Mark 50 was younger. Mark 85 was a bit older, so you can see the difference there. But honestly, in person doesn't look that bad. So if you cancel this pre-order already, I would have not done it, just because now this is going to be a rare version. Everyone is going to be talking about this sculpt in the future, trust me. But other than that, I think it does look okay. Not the best in the world. It does look okay. Personal opinion, again. You will make that decision when you're ready to buy it. Now we have this neck piece that you can connect the head sculpt. You can see the paint application, the detail, very nicely done with the red, silver, and of course some golden patterns. You know, you can put Tony Stark head sculpt, and it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that bad. Not 100%, but yes, it doesn't look that bad. And here we have a bunch of hands, and of course the nano gauntlet. And honestly, I kind of like it. I really like how this looks. You can see the detail with the Infinity Stones in the middle. Very cool, very nicely done. I kind of like this. You can see the paint application well executed. You can see the palm as well, translucent. When you turn on the lights, you're going to see the effects there. You have some articulation on the hand, and of course this is how you put it in the arm. Looks very cool. Very nice addition in my opinion. And stay tuned for the 5 poses at the end, because I did something special with this nano gauntlet. Now this is the other hands. This is the one with the articulated fingers. You can see it. You can move it any way you want. Very similar to previous Iron Man figures. So really nothing new in this area. Just the design. It changed. Now you can see this one here as well. Looking very good with the silver and red. I kind of like the combination of the colors. Personal opinion. I love those little golden pattern there on the knuckles, so that doesn't look that bad. It looks actually pretty good. Now, of course, we have the base, which is exactly the same as the Infinity War, as every other version of the Avengers. Honestly, I think Hato should have done something different, but I guess it will do the job. And of course, this backpack, I think that's a reactor, right? I don't know, but it looks very cool. I kind of like the detail. The design is very well done. It doesn't light up. It does look like it will light up, but it doesn't. But that's basically it. This is the back. This is the detail here on the side. You can see it is not removable, so just be very careful when you handle this because it's very delicate. You can see that, which I'm going to show you later in the video how to put it on. Don't worry. So now let's take a closer look at the figure. All right, guys, and here we have Mark 85, and honestly, I really like the suit. I think the golden with the red, and of course, some scratches here and there makes this figure pop up, and I really like it. Now, taking a closer look at the helmet, we can appreciate the details a little better. So you can see here, Mark 85. You can see some scratches in the front. This is the side of the helmet. You can see the nice silver color going around, of course, with the red in the back. I really like it's very shiny, and also this figure is very heavy. Very, very heavy. This is the other side. You can see the continuation of the mask, and you can see again some scratches next to the eyes. Now this piece here is removable, and this is the number one compartment for the battery. So you turn it on. Let me turn off the light so you guys can see how bright this is. So let me turn off the lights. You guys tell me. I think it does look very good. I kind of like how it looks with the eyes light up. Very good detail. Let me turn on the lights now and turn this off because I don't want to run out of batteries. This mask is not removable. It's just one piece. Just be careful when you handle it. You don't want to break it. And that's basically it for the head. Now moving down to the body, you can see more details there in the chest and of course the shoulders. It looks bulky and I love it. I like the paint application. I like this golden pattern with the silver. I think it's a very nice touch, and you can see some scratches here on the shoulder as well. This piece is removable. You can do it up and down, and you can see the continuation on the torso, the abs looking very cool with some golden and red patterns. Now you can push this up and you can have more access to articulate the figure, more range of motion for the ab crunch and swivel, which I'm going to show you later in the articulation section. So don't worry, stay tuned for that. Now for the legs, you can see the muscles. I mean, it's very nicely done, very nano-ish. I don't know if that's a word, but it does look very cool. This is the hand, I'm sorry, the arm rather. Now this is the bicep and the shoulder on the side. So it looks very good. I kind of like this combination with the red. It looks very classic Iron Man to me. Now moving down, you can see the feet, kind of like the boots, I guess. You can see the feet, some scratches here on the side, some more scratches on the other side, and of course the bottom of the feet with the illusion of the lights at the bottom. So this piece here you can see is removable as well. You can move it up and down actually, and the back. So it does look very good. I like this. Now this is the back of the figure. You can see more scratches there. There's not a lot of battle damage because this is a clean version. This piece is removable. Compartment number 2, you're gonna have access to the lights here. So you turn this on, voila, you have lights. Where's the lights? Here we go. You can see the lights on top of the leg. Let me turn off the lights first so you guys can see it. Where is it? Oh, here we go. You can see the light right here. Oh my goodness. So you can see the light right there, and I think it does look very good. And that's basically it. So it looks very good. I like it. Now let me just turn off this and turn off the other lights so you guys can see it better because it's too dark. Okay, let me just put this on and you push it and that's it. Now the second leg is basically exactly the same as the first one. You take it out and you have access to the light up feature. Now taking a look at Iron Man's booty. Yeah. Okay, just moving up, you can see the back. I think it does look very good. These shoulder pads can be removable. I'm sorry, you can move it up and down. And of course, this tricep here, you can remove this and you have access to the third compartment. So you can turn that on and you can have access to the light up feature again on the arm. So let me turn off the lights. You know the drill. And it does look very good, in my opinion, very bright as well. And that's basically it. So let me just turn this off again and put the little cap here. And that's basically it. And of course, the other arm has exactly the same feature, so you can remove it and have access to the lights. Now for the back, you can remove this piece as well. And this is gonna light up the front of the figure. So you have the switch on and off. You turn it on, and you're gonna have access to some lighter features. You can see in the back, you have 2 lights there at the bottom. You have 2 lights here on the top. And if you move it to the other side, you can have at the bottom again, and of course next to the ribs, and the main thing in the middle, the reactor. And actually I think I'm missing some. Oh, here we go, the top. Yes, you can have access to the ladder feature on the top. It does look very cool, actually. I like it. So let me turn this off, turn on my lights, and I'm gonna show you something else that I think Hot Toys should have done it, but they did it, and I actually appreciate that. Very consistent now with every single Iron Man figure. So now the chest piece in the front is removable. No surprise here, you can remove it. It's not magnetic, but you have access to this design here, which is kind of weird because this was a nano suit, so you shouldn't have, or you shouldn't open this. Whatever, they decided to do it. I don't mind. I think it does look good. Personal opinion, it does look good. Let's do some articulation, shall we? Alright, so for Iron Man, you can move the head up this much, down this much, and to the sides this much. This is an articulation. Now for the arm, you can lift this piece up and down. You can lift the arm about this much. You can move it forward, but before, you have some swivel here on the bicep. You can move it forward about this much. You can move it back about this much. And of course, you can do a full 360 with the arm. Yay! You can do a full 360. Now for the hand, you have the classic peg articulation. Now for the torso, as I said before, push it up. Here we go. And you're going to have access to do some up crunch and of course swivel on the torso. Doesn't look that bad to me. Now the only problem I see with this is the articulation on the legs. You can move these flaps up. You can lift the leg for about this much. And back is kind of limited because it will touch that piece here in the booty, so that makes limit the articulation. Now for the knee, you can bend it for about this much. I don't think it's that bad. Last but not least, you have the articulation on the feet. You can move this piece up and down. You have access here to move it up and down again. Very little, but I think it will do the job. If you open that up, you can have more range of motion and just a little bit of swivel on the feet. Not bad. I think it's okay. So now let's take a closer look at the head sculpt with this figure. So now as you can see, we have Tony Stark. A lot of people complaining that the head looks smaller compared to the body. I think it doesn't look that bad. It does look a bit smaller, but not that bad. I think it does look okay. You can see the profile there. Again, the body is bulky, so it makes it look smaller. But still, I really like how this looks. In person is different. When you see this head sculpt in person, you will have definitely a different opinion. So now, that's basically it for the head sculpt. Let's take a closer look at how you put the backpack, whatever you want to call it. So this reactor here is very easy to put. You're just gonna remove this piece here in the back. So you just take it out. And then you're gonna connect this piece here, those 3 little pieces. You just push it, and voila, you have the backpack, aka reactor, whatever you want to call it, installed in Iron Man. And I think it does look super cool. I like how this looks all together. So that's basically it for this. Let's do some comparisons. Alright guys, and here we have Mark 85 and Mark 50. And you can see the suit is kind of sort of similar. Few details there, you know, the paint application different, obviously. Next we have the Mark 47, and this one is by far one of the best Iron Man suits out there. Last but not least, we have one of my favorites in my top 10, Midas. I love this figure, looks very cool. That golden color is just perfect. And this is gonna take me to my final thoughts about this figure. I'm very happy with this figure. And starting with the likeness, I think the suit Iron Man looks very good compared to the movie. Now, people talking about the head sculpt, and by all means, I get it. I mean, the head sculpt doesn't look 100%. It is a bit off, and I guess because it is an older representation of Tony Stark, and maybe people got a bit, I don't know, too excited, thinking that they're gonna give us the prototype. I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but you know what? I'm actually happy with the head sculpt. It doesn't look that bad in person. It's not 100%. Please don't make me wrong. It is not 100%. It doesn't look that bad in person. Now, the articulation of this figure is decent, is basically like any other Iron Man figure, nothing new in that area. The amount of accessories, I think it is okay for this particular figure. We don't have a lot, we don't have just a little bit. I think it is the right amount. This figure is going for about $410, $415. It is definitely a must-have in your collection if you are an Iron Man lover. And because of that, my final score is 8.5 out of 10. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, check out my Instagram and Facebook group 6Scale Media for anything related 1/6 figures. Both links in the description below. Also, I'm very close to 3,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for your support. I'm gonna be giving away a Hot Toys brand new Remnant Trooper. So please, if you haven't yet, check out my Instagram for all the details. I'm gonna be posting the collection tour this Thursday, so stay tuned for that. And if you have some time, check out these two cool videos. And as always, be well and see you around in the next video.